Erica, and welcome to KhimoKickThatTruth Shorts. In this episode, chemotherapy and prophetess Meesh explains what a Jezebel spirit is. Let's watch.
Are you operating under a Jezebel spirit, and do you even know what that means? So, I generally tend to talk about things that I can relate to and things that I've been delivered from in my past. So I just wanted to touch on what the Jezebel spirit is, what it means. I came from a Catholic background. My upbringing was basically traditions, rituals of Catholicism. These are not things that were ever talked about in church growing up. So what I did know about Jezebel was basically what old ladies talked about when describing like what a person who slept around was, a loose girl, stuff like that. So my impression of a Jezebel was a whore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't know what a Jezebel spirit was up until recently, because now in social media and just in modern times today, this spirit apparently is operating in a lot of people.
Yeah, for sure.
In not only in the whorish manner, but in an attitude, in an influence. Jezebel spirit basically is a controlling, a manipulative, a domineering, a narcissistic, prideful, seductive woman, or even a male, because it doesn't only operate under a female, it operates under males as well.
That's right.
Anyone can inhabit the Jezebel spirit. So we encounter that a lot in, like I said, people's attitudes, in narcissistic behavior. I can speak from experience that I definitely employed a Jezebel spirit. I was definitely a narcissist. I was definitely controlling. I was definitely a liar, a manipulator. I was all of these things, but not intentionally. It was just part of my personality. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just something that I just wasn't aware of. Like I thought I was a good person, but you know, I was a dark person. You know what I'm saying? I had a really negative outlook in certain areas of my life.
Yeah.
And
a lot of times when you have that negative outlook, it can cause you to, I have to worry about me, you know, that kind of mentality. So
exactly.
that's where a lot of it, because you weren't a bad person.
No.
To say you didn't have ill intent, you know, which a lot of people, I feel like they don't have ill intent.
But a lot of people are selfish.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's
dog eat dog. I gotta do for me, and what can, you know.
Yeah, that's
like
basically what a Jezebel spirit is. And I know a lot of people that are like that.
Yeah.
That are just looking out for themselves and are not worried about it. And people also walk around today with, me, I do it for self. I do it for me. Like, who are you doing it for?
Yeah.
You're not doing it for God.
Right.
So, like, this whole me movement, this whole, like, I lost the words. But basically, living for yourself, living in your own truth, all of that is Jezebel mentality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jezebel back in the Old Testament was a princess. She was a Phoenician princess. She was the wife of Ahab. Ahab was the king of Israel at the time. And what she did was she controlled and manipulated him into what she wanted. And what she wanted basically was to have all of Israel following Baal.
Yeah.
She killed the prophets back then because the prophets were undermining her influence. They worshipped Yahweh. They worshipped Jesus Christ. So what she did...
God.
So what she did was she killed plenty of the prophets back then. And she convinced Ahab to seal a vineyard of a man named Namath. She wanted to buy this plot of land. He said he wasn't going to sell it to her. And what she did was she had him killed. So she was pushed out the window by, under the influence of the captain of the Israelite army. He told the eunuchs that were by her to push her out. So when she fell, it was prophesied by Elijah prior to her being killed that she was going to die, and that when she died, there was going to be no remains left of her. So it just so happened that when she fell out the window, she smacked up against the wall, she got trampled by some horses, and then the dogs came and devoured her. What was left of her was her skull, the palms of her hands, and her feet. So she died in a really horrible and horrific way.
Yeah, that's true. So if we can, Erica.
Yes, Khimo.
This isn't a scripture. Oh, sorry, a scripture about Jezebel, but I think it embodies what Jezebel was, right? This scripture. So, Erica.
I am Erica.
Can you please read Proverbs 6:16 through 19, please?
Sure thing, Khimo. As it is written. Proverbs 6:16 to 19. 16. These 6 things doth the Lord hate, yea, 7 are an abomination unto him. 17. A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood. An heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief. A false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren.
Thanks, Erica. It says, the 6 things doeth God hate. And every one of those things was Jezebel.
Exactly.
She was the epitome of a proud look. She was the epitome of a lying tongue, of hands that shed an innocent blood, a heart that deviseth wicked imagination, feet that be swift in running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, like you said to, what was the Namath?
Yeah.
And he that soweth discord among brethren. That's all the things that she was. She was a lot more, but God hates all of those things. That's why he had Elijah go and prophesy her death. You know, she adorned herself. She painted her face. She adorned herself with nice things to seduce, to catch the eye of. She seduced prophets. And it wasn't because they were, you know, lustful or whatever men, because if God was using them in the area of prophecy, you know what I'm saying? That, you know, they were men of God. You know, so she was a very, 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 very powerful high priestess. And even down to Jehu, who was the commander of the Israel army, he understand that it was eunuchs that pushed out the window.
Yeah.
It wasn't a man who had functioning, if you don't know what a eunuch is, those were men who pretty much
didn't have private parts.
Yeah, right. You know what I'm saying? So they didn't have a sexual desire, because it's like spaying your neutering your dog. You know what I'm saying? So these were like, you know, cut men.